guys, it's coffee time. If I look like I'm possibly in pajamas, it's because I'm totally in pajamas right now. Well, pajamas and Sam's Twitch hoodie, which is far too big on me, but is extremely comfortable. It was one of those situations where I needed to put something else on in order to go and do laundry, and then I just kind of left it on. And Sam protested a little bit, but I didn't take it off because I'm the worst. But yeah, today was a good day. I finally started the project with Cry. Super excited. He and I have been talking about doing a thing that I'm not gonna tell you about. He and I have been talking about doing a thing for a while, and so we finally just did it. We were like, alright, this day, we're gonna do it. And at first it started to look like maybe it wasn't gonna happen, and I was like, that's okay. Because, you know, it's been this weird thing in the ether for so long that maybe it'll never happen, maybe it'll be my white whale. But it totally did. We had some technical issues, but it all came together and it was super fun, and I hope people like it so we can continue doing it. But yeah, that was like a significant part of my day. Well, that, and I was asked to do a voice in a little short cartoon that Octopimp is making. He said that the turnaround is going to be really fast, so I don't know if it's just going to be like stills, like picture stills, instead of full animation, because I can't imagine that happening that quick. But yeah, that was super fun too, because I play kind of like a spunky tomboy-y girl, like a little girl. So that was a really fun voice to do because, I don't know if I told you guys this, I think I did, but I was sent the audition information to possibly do the voice for Mustache Girl in the Hat Girl series. Shoot, what's that called? Hat in Time. Hat in Time. I got the audition sheet to possibly do Mustache Girl's voice. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. And I missed the deadline to submit my stuff. But I used the exact same voice. and he said that it's going to work perfect. So I'm really excited to see how it is in its final form. I've been doing a lot of just like audio-ish recording stuff lately, I feel like. Well, yesterday, I mean, if you watched yesterday, I was over at Random Encounters. Man, that drive was so long. It was such a long drive for me, because originally they were like, oh, we'll just come to you. I can't remember if I said this in my video yesterday, but I'll repeat it, because why not? Originally they said, yeah, we'll just come to you and we'll just record the vocals at your place. And I said, oh guys, I don't have the sort of setup that you would need to record like musical vocals. Like, that's not what I have. And they were like, okay, well, I mean, we have a studio where we can record at our house, but I mean, it's a long drive. And I was like, I'm sure it's fine. It was like 2 hours all told. It took so long to get there, but it was really fun. It was really fun. We recorded everything, and Mark had already recorded his vocals, so I got to, you know, listen to those, and yeah, it was a good time. I feel like I've been involved in a lot of really fun projects lately, which is inspiring. It's really nice to have projects that you're looking forward to, or that you've been involved in and you're excited to see the final product, you know, stuff like that. Every now and then I've been in stuff where I'm like, alright, I feel kind of neutral about that. You know, you just like, you show up and you say a couple things and then you leave and you're like, you know, like it goes up on YouTube and you're like, it's alright. You know? But like everything that I've ever done with Ron, right? All of the stuff with Hi, I'm Ron, I've been so jazzed for the final product, you know? And of course, like Eevee Song, I was so excited to see the final product for Eevee Song. And yeah, that's how I feel about this project, and that's how I feel about a lot of stuff that I've been involved with lately. So it's a good feeling. It's a good productive feeling. You don't feel like you're wasting your time, or like you could have been doing something that was a bit more suited to you, you know? So it's nice. It's nice. I'm in a nice mental place right now. Oh my gosh, aside from the fact that I played, wait, what was the name of this game again? I played the worst game, you guys. Oh, that's right, I uninstalled it. I already uninstalled it. Games. Shangui. So it's a Chinese game. I was really excited to play it. It's a visual novel. It's only supposed to be like a couple hours long. So I was like, oh, easy. I can totally play through this. Guys, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The art is gorgeous and very consistent. And I was like, oh man, it's so pretty. And like the voices, you can tell that the audio engineering wasn't great, but you know, I just like listening to people speak in other languages. So I was like, oh, it's kind of fun like playing a game and hearing Chinese, you know? And then, I think, actually no, I think it's Cantonese. I think it was technically Cantonese in this game. Oh, whatever. But, yeah. So I got like 20 minutes into it, maybe 25, 22 minutes. I played 22 minutes of this game. I just realized it's up so I can look. I played 22 minutes of this game and I was like, what is going on? It started off with this girl with huge boobs, right? Huge pointy boobs. This girl who was like, it's so hot outside today. I've been looking for a place that I remember, but I can't find it because I don't quite remember it. I just want those memories. You know, so she's like wandering around in the mountains. Basically, it's implied that like she and her family were in the mountains at some point, and like she just remembers this spot and she wants to get that experience again, right? And then this little girl shows up. And at first she hallucinates and thinks this little girl has like a giant, like a huge foxtail and fox ears. And I was like, oh man, what if, of course my brain took it to like a dark place. I was like, what if she's gonna be like the sort of fox spirit, right? That's more kind of a fox demon that transforms itself into a human, but you know, has every intention of like killing and eating you, right? It's like, what if it took that turn? That would be so cool. But I kind of knew it wouldn't because, you know, just going by the recommendations that I had seen before, I was like, it's probably not going to be that. That's what I wanted, though. But anyway, this, like, little girl shows up, right? And the first girl, big boob girl, can't stop talking about how cute this girl is. She's just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's so frail and pale and sweet, and her smile's like the sun and all this stuff. And I'm like, are you falling in love right now? I don't understand what's going on, because I'm pretty sure we established this girl's like 12. It's very weird. And then the game proceeds to almost act as like a weird Mountains of China tour game. So like you go to different places and when they're talking, things will randomly be underlined. And I was like, that looks like a hyperlink. And I hovered over it and it totally was. And it takes you to like Wikipedia pages for the things that they're talking about. So they'll like say a name of a mountain and it'll be underlined and you can go look at the Wikipedia page for that mountain, right? It was so strange, guys, and it just got like repetitive and boring, and I was so over it. 20 minutes in and I was mega over it. So I downloaded that game, but I also downloaded another game called Date Warp, and that game also has good reviews. I've learned from Shangui that good reviews don't necessarily mean it's a good game, but Date Warp sounds more interesting because it's a murder mystery, it seems like. So I think I'll probably enjoy that. That's another one that's like 2 hours long. So I was like, why not? I'll grab it. I'll see what it's like. Trying to fill out my list, you know? Girl, you know, trying to fill out my list. My curator list is live now because there's finally 10 things on it. I know. Jeez. Took me long enough. But that's like, it's the Shanguis of the world, right? It's those games that ruin this curator list where I'm like, this looks like a cool game, and then I'm like, well, it was pretty, but it was bad. Or I say, well, it was okay, but the art was actually awful. You know, there's just, there's always something that holds me back from saying, that was a good game. I'm really glad I experienced that. But anyway, so that's probably what I'm going to do after I'm done recording this, is load up Date Warp and see what that's like. But anyway, I hope you guys had an amazing day. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay? Okay.